Lil' Cardi got the kick, Lil' Shorty got the kick, I think he got the kick.
Yo, what's good, Gritty Gang? It's Gritty back with another video, and today I'm actually geeked to make this video because I finally dropped my second collection, yo. My second drop on my website. If you know, it's been like a year since my first drop. I dropped the Clone project, and this one is just really dope, and I couldn't wait to kind of explain to y'all my ideas, my thought process behind making the designs, making the clothing, and all of that. So make sure y'all stay tuned to the whole video. If you want to shop the stuff in here, all of the links will be down in the description, of course. Smash the like button on this video if you enjoyed it, and we gonna get right into it. So first, to give y'all an idea on the background of the concept, I had this idea really about a year ago, maybe like a year and some change, but it's definitely been a year ago. It was after I dropped the Clone joint, and I kind of wanted to, because if you guys know, I like to make stories behind like the projects that I drop. I don't know if everyone will be like that, but this one was a continuation of the Clone joint. That's why the video was kind of how it is. But before we really get into that, I want to give y'all the background of how the actual design came about. By the way, in case y'all didn't know, everything has been done by me so far. So all the graphics, all of the logos, all of just like the website, the video editing, like everything has been done by me, even the designs and everything. So I don't know, I guess I kind of throw that in because not everybody does everything. But to get into the design, I actually had an art class like 2 semesters ago where it was a printmaking class. So we were like just kind of brainstorming, drawing out designs for prints. So one of our like tasks was to draw something related to like a word or something like that. So I think what I had was, somebody had said like I or something, and then somebody said lightning bolt. So, okay, no, somebody said I, and then for some reason I threw a lightning bolt in there. It kind of was just whatever. So I came up with, actually I think this is the original design. So this is the design. I'll show you guys like closer up B-roll of it, but this is pretty much the design. It's an eye with a lightning bolt going through, and then the eyelashes are kind of like birds flying off of a tree, which I thought was really, really dope. I think I had gotten like the birds with the tree kind of idea off of like a picture that I had seen. I don't really remember what it was, but I thought that was dope. It kind of relates to the title being Only the Fly See Eye to Eye. So if you can see how it relates, Only the Fly See Eye to Eye with the eye and then the fly. Y'all get where I'm going with it. So that was the original drawing. But so it was kind of like copper plate prints. I forget what the actual name of the printing process is, but we had to put it on a copper plate and kind of etch it in and engrave it. So that's what I did with this plate right here. I don't know, I thought it was just dope to show y'all kind of like a background story of it. The actual words going around in the circle was just my own touch. I wanted to add a font on there that I thought was pretty like crazy and kind of related to the look of the logo. So that's how that all came together. So since I got that idea, I was like, yo, I have to somehow try to tie this into what I already dropped. So that's where the video comes in. I'm gonna explain the video a little bit so you guys can kind of see where I was coming with it. So the structure of the video starts off with this image at the front, this kind of like red with like blotchy spots in it. What that pretty much is the cloning process. So if you guys know anything about cloning, I guess they would kind of like take the human cells or whatever and kind of merge them together or somehow create another human from the cell, whether they're separating or something like that. So in the background, that's kind of like a petri dish view or like a microscopic view of cells kind of colliding and stuff like that. I don't know if you would have caught on as soon as you watched the video, but that's what that was supposed to represent. So then following that, I have a flashback of the last Clone video so you guys can kind of have your memory jogged, so you can see kind of where it was coming from and why it related to the cells forming and all that. Next, we come into the scene where I'm cloned, I didn't know it, and now I kind of am lost, don't know where I am or what happened. So it's kind of like just me waking up in like a random space of time. If you guys ever seen like those futuristic like Lost in Space type of movies or something like that, but they'll always be like in a blank space and time where it's like nothing anywhere. I don't even know if that makes sense, but it's like white everywhere. You don't know where you're at. All you can hear is like a voice. So that's where I threw in the computer voice with the captions going along to kind of help you know what is going on. So to kind of sum that all up, it's like the computer is telling me what's going on right now. They see that I'm cloned, and it kind of throws me into this computer screen effect to where I'm like calculated, and they tell me like, you know, the name, my clone number, all that good stuff. And that's just kind of the whole overall thought I was going with, the beginning of it. So it ends off with the computer telling you that you have been cloned, but now you are not alone, which is how it all ties into only the fly see eye to eye. That whole saying was kind of like me relating to everyone else who kind of feels the same way I do, whether it be like through the fashion, through the art. It's kind of like only the fly get it, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you might walk out in public, or you might go to school and you'll have an outfit on, right? And everybody's like, yo, like, why do you have that outfit on? Or kind of like, why are you wearing that? And it's kind of like, you know how sometimes you tell people like, oh, you wouldn't get it, or oh, you wouldn't understand. But then you see somebody who you know be on like some fly stuff, and their fashion is right, and they know about the brands, what brand you got on, how much it costs, whatever it may be, and then you like, yeah, you get it. So it's like only the fly see eye to eye. So following that, you just have like the lookbook. I wanted to have like a vintage style lookbook, so you guys can kind of see like that Super 8 reference film look. Originally, I wanted to get multiple people in the video, so it's kind of like only the fly see eye to eye. So there's like multiple people, but that didn't end up coming around. But I still think it came out dope. So at the very, very end, you guys can see a small little clip of me actually heat pressing all the rhinestone graphics onto the hoodies. I had to do them by hand. For one, is because like it was a zip hoodie, so I wanted to make sure everything laid correctly and you were still able to unzip it, have it half and half, and all of that good stuff. So now we're gonna get into the actual pieces. This one by far is my favorite piece, which is the vest. This vest actually is why the whole collection was kind of held up. I actually wanted to drop this like way earlier, but the vest I was waiting on for like manufacturing and all that, because this is a cut and sew vest designed by me. I'll probably put up the original sketches and drawings of the actual vest, but this vest I think came out dope. Like the whole overall look of it, the pockets, the strap across, and then having the back an embroidered large print, which is crazy. Like I always love embroidered stuff because you always feel like it's really, really good quality and it's not gonna just like rub off or somehow mess up. So I had to make sure it was like that on the back. Next up we have the t-shirt, which was actually designed first. Every time I have an idea or some type of graphic, I always just throw it on like a blank t-shirt in like Photoshop or something like that, just to see how it would look on a piece of clothing. So this was designed first. I threw in the red accent with the font behind the eye graphic. I don't know, it just added a cooler look to me. Originally I had it on a long sleeve, but I was like, I'm gonna just go ahead and do a short sleeve because I think it might look cool with the vest. I actually like how short sleeves look with vests rather than long sleeve t-shirts, I guess. And lastly, we got the hoodie. Now the hoodie is, I guess all of this stuff is my favorite, but I really do like the hoodie. I like having the rhinestone graphic on there. Rhinestones have been fire to me ever since like, I don't know, maybe like a year or two ago when I first like really was like noticing it everywhere, and I was like, yo, I have to try to get that on here somehow. So I had these graphics made to where they made sure everything was outlined, the colors were right and all that stuff. So that's why I have like the black rhinestones and the white rhinestones. I thought it was a cool touch, especially when you like turn from side to side, you kind of see a shimmer, so it's kind of like icy. I don't know. I wanted a zip hoodie just because I wanted you to be able to have all of the pieces on and still be able to see each piece. So like you could have the vest on over the hoodie, unzip the vest, unzip the hoodie, so it's like different layers, and then under you just got the t-shirt. So I made sure the collection was definitely wearable with all the pieces, so if you want to buy everything, you can wear all at once. So that is the whole collection besides this white hoodie that I have on, which is actually a one of one. Nobody can get it. If you see somebody with it, they either stole it from me or I'll let them wear it. But that's pretty much it. One thing I would have done was added a pair of pants. I think a pair of pants would have been dope. I actually had like a pair of cargos drawn up and designed, but I think it just would have taken way too long. I probably would have added another couple of months to the release dates, because with the manufacturing and all that, like things take a long time, longer than you expect. It's gonna cost more money just to even like see a sample and make sure everything's right. So it's a lot going on, when making clothes, which is something that I didn't really realize as a consumer. So now that I'm actually making things and designing them and putting them out, it kind of helps you understand everything a little bit more, especially when it comes to stuff like prices, because sometimes people will see a price and they'll be like, yo, that's way too much, or da da da, and then you don't really realize the time that the designer put into making the graphic, designing the item, making sure all the placements are right, and then actually getting it manufactured. So it's a huge process. So like me seeing that, I definitely respect the art that goes in behind it. So if you guys have any questions, make sure you drop them down below in the comments. If you're wondering about sizing and stuff like that, everything will be on the website, but you know, you can always drop it down in the comments. The link will be the first link in the description if you want to purchase things, like I said earlier. But that's pretty much it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope y'all enjoyed my art right now. So my little project. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll be back to you guys with more videos. Peace.